How are you doing today? Happy full moon in Scorpio tonight. Ooh, we've got a fruit fly. Okay, that's a message to me, but little gnats all around me. Interesting at that very second. So that gave me an answer to a question I just had. Um, you won't understand, but that's okay. Um, the lake is so calm right now. I wanted to go down on the lake and I'll probably bring you guys down there with me in a little while, but um, today's the day that we want to let go of anything that's no longer working in our lives, right? That's what we always do on the full moon. It's a time to release what is no longer working, what is no longer beneficial for us, what we no longer wish to carry. This is the time we put out all of our crystals to get them charged. Don't forget to put all your crystals out under the full moon. I have crystals in my drinking water. In my refrigerator, I have a big container of water, and I have crystals in there for specific things. And so I have to remember to take them out and charge them. It doesn't matter. Like today this is the weather we have. The last couple full moons we've had, beautiful clear skies, but tonight we've got a lot of, today and tonight we will have, there seems to be a lot of congestion. So that's what's happening actually. There's congestion with our emotions right now. The lake is very, very glassy, very, very calm. There's no wind, but it's dense. So there's heavy emotion. People are doing a lot of thinking right now because there's a lot of changes that need to take place right now. We've been talking a lot about them. There's decisions that have to be made, people moving forward, people walking away from things. And to have a rebirth, you have to let go. There has to be a death of something, and it's not always easy. It can be kind of scary. So I'm not going to get into all of that now. Just recognize that if you are feeling your mood, your energy is a little bit wonky, it's to be expected. Emotion. So if we're releasing, we may find ourselves crying, we may find ourselves sluggish. I've actually been like a whirling dervish today. I've gone through my house and I have this lambskin. Yes, I know it's vintage, so I would never have something like that now. Rug. But I wanted to clean it. I've cleaned everything right down to the foundations. I thought, all right, I'm getting rid of everything. I stripped my bed all the way down, right down to the plastic mattress cover, washing all my sheets. I've done all the floors. I've done all my laundry. Cleaned out here on the patio. Watered and cleaned, and everything is just ready for the new. I want everything brand new and fresh. When I climb into my bed tonight, everything's going to be done. So I wasn't working. That to me was more important. And then I thought, all right, it's time to get to work. And it's been really quiet. So I thought, all right, that's unusual for me that it would be very, very quiet on the phone because I have a hotline that I work at. And I thought, all right, I'm supposed to talk to you guys because I kept hearing, "Give me some good news." This song by, what is it called? The beach, something standoff. I can't remember. It's a standoff. I felt like it was a standoff between people, but the message is saying, which is probably what's going on right now because like people are on the verge, right, of making decisions. But I kept hearing again and again, "Give me some good news, baby. Give me some good news, baby." Everything's kind of heavy, and I thought, what, the energy is heavy. People need to have something to feel good about right now. So I'm going to do a different kind of reading. I've been practically doing like a weekly reading a couple times a week, right? But I'm going to do this differently. I'm not going to get into to anything, but I'm just going to read the cards. I'm just going to throw it down and I'm going to do a bunch and see what comes up, okay? So I'm going to hold it this way, and this is what we're going to do. First card, beautiful little worm. Okay, so here she is. She's sitting in her rosebud, her open flower, and she's beautiful. She's a beautiful little worm. She's holding on to her. And it's talking about taking care of yourself, nourishing yourself. Look at the colors. They're like baby colors. So be extra gentle with yourself right now. You're in the process of transformation. She's still, this little worm here. But there's butterflies all around. And the rose is opened. And I'm thinking about, transformation. When you're in the middle of transformation, you think about have you ever watched an egg hatch and a baby a little chick come out of an egg? There's a lot of work to try and get out. Or a reptile. My daughter has reptiles. She has chameleons. And to for them to work their way out, it's really, really hard. And being a mom, I mean, I don't know how many of you men have been in a room to watch a woman give birth to a baby, but I got to tell you, it hurts. It's painful. So this transformation is not always easy, and sometimes it's really painful. To me, I almost died. I literally almost died both times having my children. I was in labor for 3.5 days with my son, and I would pass out. The only reason I woke up was because I had such a massive contraction. The pain would wake me up, and then I'd pass out again. So believe me, sometimes it can be extremely excruciating painful when you're trying to come through this birthing process. So they're saying right now, this is what we're going through right now, and some of us are really having a hard time with it. So really, really be gentle with yourself. Take some time, take a little time off work, have a nap. This is a great day for stuff like that. So that's the first one. And you know what? I'm still going in far too into depth with all of these cards. So I'll try and do a little quicker. Sacred beetle armor. Okay. So whenever we see a beetle, it's talking about protection. It's talking about put your shield up. Make sure that you're energetically protecting yourself. Make sure that you are keeping your boundaries secure. Making sure that your auric field is up and around you. If you do work, spiritual work like I do, after you work with each person, make sure that you're clearing and cutting cords and doing your shielding. The color gold again is reminding us to put up our golden shield. We don't have to be paranoid. We want to put up a golden shield because the golden shield allows the unconditional love to come through and out without all the other junk coming in. Okay, so I'm going to move quick through this. So sacred beetle armor. So if you see a beetle coming up to you, it's reminding you, put up your shield or check your shield. Maybe you've got a hole in your auric field. Okay, the Akashic libraries are open. Interesting. Here you see this one holding the world. It looks like the universe, and she's got the orca, the three coming full circle. Also talks about ascended masters being with you, and it's talking about you're going to, and the stars. I see the stars here. So you may be having past life memories. You may be having issues from. You may be having ancient wisdom being handed down to you. Your Akashic records and libraries are open now, so be open to this information and delving into the magic and maybe the mystical aspects of information that's coming to you. The black and white. Be open to the polarities of the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. You have to have both, right? Go into your darkness and see your light. There's all kinds of different messages that come to me. Orca, the whales are talking about following your soul's path. And the killer whale specifically speaks to me. I'm from Canada. So it makes me think about going to your roots, going back to your roots, which goes way back, your ancient roots. Okay, that's how I read that card. Let's go to the next one. I want to see who's talking to me out here. There's some loud guys. Okay, I kind of like doing it like this, and I never know what's coming. Ooh, love this one. Okay, little owlin. So here she sits with her owl, and this is harvest time. She's sitting on a pumpkin, and she's listening to, she's seeing with her trusty companion, the owl. The owl is your, can see in the dark, can see in the light, can see in the nighttime. The owl is secretive. The owl is able to see through past illusions. She's talking about wisdom as light as a feather. So the owl wisdom is going to be coming to you at this time. So be open to receiving this wisdom coming in. The owl, what else does this remind me of? The owl. The owl is telling you to pay attention to omens. Pay attention to your hearing, not necessarily your sight. So allowing yourself to be guided by your inner hearing, your inner knowing. That's what comes to me with the owl. Your imaginary friend. I love this one. Okay, there she sits with her dragon. Childhood treasures resurface. Now, this is could be something from your past that, well, it's from your past, but it could be from your childhood. Could be something that meant something to you that you're going to remember, or that's going to be uncovered to you, or you're going to, maybe there's a friend from the past that's going to come back, because we've been shown that. We've been shown that there's going to be a reconnection. And at this time, it may not be that other people understand why it's important to you, but it doesn't matter. You're supposed to allow this one back in, to spend sacred time, special time, and maybe think about childhood times. Think about things that made you happy. Hold on to your inner child. She's wearing the wings of the butterfly again, so transformation. But you see that her dragon, this also makes me feel like of a twin soul and a soulmate connection or past life, because this dragon is a baby dragon, and so your dragon has been with you from the beginning. and their dragon has never left your side. I love that message. Next message, love. The golden phoenix. Something you thought finished burst back to life. Love that. She is, you know what's interesting to me is the look in their eyes. It feels to me like there's tears. See the pools in her eyes? Even in the phoenix, there's been sadness. You can see how her eyebrows have been, she's been very sad. Something that she thought she'd lost. And he's back. And her arms are out. And and she may not realize yet. She's looking this way. He's closer than she realizes. So something, could this be a project that you let go, that you stopped working on? This could be a dream that you let go of too soon. Or something that you may have felt hopelessness about. Somebody said to me this morning, I'm trying to hold on to hope. And I said, there's always hope. Because hope, you hope, you've got faith. Faith helps you. Faith is the assured expectation of things hoped for, though not yet beheld. So even though her arms are out stretching, maybe she can feel this connection but doesn't see it yet because she's looking over here. But he's looking at her. Right? So something amazing is going to come back into your life. That's a beautiful, beautiful message. Love that, with the reconnection coming. Okay, the next one. A time to say goodbye. Now, she's holding on to her dragon. Now, the dragon is smiling and she's sad. So, the dragon is happy. There's something she's sad about. So, together, there's something that has to end for now. Her and her dragon are going somewhere and they're leaving something behind. And there's going to be sadness and maybe it'll be difficult. But there is something about to end. It could mean that there's something in your life that you're going to have to walk away from for a time, because it says for now. It's not forever, but you may have to say goodbye to something or someone for a time. It could be that there's someone in your life that's passing away. It could be that there is an animal that's going. It could be that you're moving away from family. It could be that you're moving away because of a job, or maybe you're leaving a workplace. But something, there's an ending to something, and it's not forever. So it may be that you're going to be having to leave people. Maybe they're not happy with the choices you've made, and you're going to have to let go of them for now. You're just going to have to let go, but it's okay, because it's just ending for now. Okay. 2 more, I just heard. Wow, maybe not, because these came out together. Okay, so butterflies in gloom. So that's interesting. The sad faces that we've had, and after a sadness, happiness and hope returns. So here again, 22. Even though it's been sad and upsetting, everything has happened as it's meant to happen. Everything is happening as it is supposed to happen, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. And we see the butterfly again, full transformation. Okay, so after a sadness, wonderful things are happening. The fairy ring, new skills, advanced training, and rapid improvement. Love this. Now they're in the circus here. Life might feel like a circus when you're starting something new. It may feel like, oh my gosh, this is a 3-ring circus, right? And yet it's fun at the same time. Look at them flying on the trapeze. And there's a frog coming at her. So healing, transformation. Everything's a little bit odd, a little bit different. It may feel a little bit queer and strange and unusual to you, but it's going to be fun and it's going to be exciting. And you're going to have all kinds of new things coming at you, new adventures, different ways of doing things. You're going to move quickly. Everything's in motion. Everything's flying around. So you're going to be learning new things. And things are going to be improving very, very quickly. So a rapid change in a good way. 3 fates. Here again, the number 3. What goes around comes around. Okay, so karma, full circle, coming full circle, completion. Whatever you have put out is going to come back to you. Have you sown? You see the cutting cords. See these ribbons here? They're cutting cords. And her face is not a happy one. And her face is sad. So somebody's cutting cords with somebody else because something that's happened, it's come full circle. And what has come around, they have reaped what they have sown. And now these cords are being cut. So some people being cut out of our lives. We're cutting connections. We're cutting memories, thoughts, ways of doing things. We're cutting that. But it's always in a positive. It's not necessarily in a negative. It's just in our highest good now to cut cords with these ones, because what has come to the surface, things that maybe have been hidden, are now coming to light. It's time to cut those cords. Important message. Okay, I think we have 2. Wow, okay. 2 more. All right. And you know what? Everybody has a different meaning. That's why, and depends on what comes to me is what I'm being told to tell you that the card means today. It could mean something completely different tomorrow. So it's kind of fun that way. All right. You are unlike anyone else. I love this. Look at these frogs. These frogs have butterfly wings. They're flying frogs. which is not normal, right? Well, what is normal? Your contradictions and complexities are interesting. You are unlike anyone else. You don't do things the way other people do things. You do things in your unique way. You are unique. You are eclectic. You are different. You are very intriguing. That's what makes you so fabulous. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to look like this butterfly over here when you are a frog with wings. That's who you are. Embrace your magic and in your complexity and your uniqueness. And recognize how incredibly beautiful and wonderful and exciting that you are, just as you are. You don't need to fit into anyone else. You are born to stand out. That's the message for that. Last card, here we go. Love this. A magical, loyal guardian, a magical protector is here for you now. Look how she's holding on to this now. There's two messages that come to me here. When I was a young girl, I grew up listening and looking at these children's books. They were called Good Dog Carl. I have one of them. I'm going to bring it out. I keep talking about that. And it's about a family who has this Rottweiler, and the Rottweiler takes care of the baby. And what's interesting about that in this situation as well, a lot of times you look at a big dog like that and you'll think, you know, they're dangerous, and they can be because they're protectors. This dog is a protector, magical protector. And yet the whole premise to the book, Good Dog Carl, was how gentle and loving, something that can be very protective and fierce and aggressive, and will protect you at all costs, and will alert you to know what's coming. And if anybody comes your way, they are guarding you right now, and yet at the same time can be very, very, very gentle and loving. And what's interesting to me in this particular situation is she's holding on to her dog here. Now her big guard dog, the loyal magical protector, she's holding on. He's going to take care of me. He's going to protect me. He's not going to let anybody get to me. Or, even though this is a big, scary looking dog, he needs her protection. He needs her love. This one is hurting. This one has had a very difficult time. And even though he's very, very powerful and has great strength himself, he needs the gentle, loving nurturing of this one. And she is his loyal companion. She will stand by him. She is by his side no matter what. She takes care of him. So together, there's magical protection between the two of them. It goes both ways. When one is weak, the other is strong. I love that. And look at their hair color is the same. How interesting. That's like my hair. And I am very loyal, and I am protecting my protector as well. So it talks about, you know, give and take. All right, so that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like help with dream analysis, life coaching, long-distance Reiki healing, or a private reading, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. SherryColumbus. Again, don't forget to put out your crystals and write your lists of everything that you wish to release. I usually write my list and go out and light it on fire. And as the smoke rises, I ask for it to be transmuted to pure white light. We don't want any of that junk around in the universe. And so it is. And it doesn't matter, again, if we've got clouds like this, we still get the powerful rays coming through from the magical moon in Scorpio. And I did want to say one thing about Scorpio. Even though we've been feeling this kind of heaviness and trepidation maybe about moving forward or making these decisions, Scorpio energy doesn't back down. And Scorpio energy says, you know what, it's pushing you forward. So even though you might be feeling a little nervous or feeling a little bit unsure, according to the cards that we've got protection. And the Scorpio energy is here to say, come on, get through this. Let's do this. You can do this. It's not going to let you back down. It's time to move. All right, so that's it. You guys have a fabulous day. Peace, love, and light.